Today I am guiding you through a mobility workout specifically for foot pain, ankle pain, and tight calves. If you end up standing all day or walking all day, this workout is for you. You don't need any equipment, though you may want a mat because we will be getting down onto the ground. So let's get to it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, and be sure to come back to this mobility playlist for more. So coming down onto your mat, you're going to extend your legs long. We're doing 2 sets of 10 of each of these exercises. That's a great place to start. If you find that one is really helpful, you can feel free to do that more frequently throughout the day. It's not like you're limited to just once a day for these, because they are pretty simple and they feel really nice. So the first one is foot circles. You can have your hands resting behind you. You could be sitting in a chair. There's lots of options for how to do this, but you're going to circle those feet around. You really want to think about flexing your feet and then extending into that plantar flexion, that pointed position, as much as you possibly can. So you're really working the ankles, the toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go the other direction for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One foot may look different than the other. That's totally fine. You may have had an ankle injury and one is just going to have a little more limitation. That's totally normal. We're going to do 10 more in each direction. And also, you might notice that as you do these more consistently, you actually find you have greater range with your ankle mobility, with your feet, and the toe mobility. So these are really helpful to just kind of warm up the feet and get them moving. And I love that I can do both at the same time, although sometimes I really have to think about it. Let's go the other way, because otherwise one foot gets a little wonky. Doesn't want to do it quite as much. But you can do these in bed before you get up or before you go to bed. You can do them in your office, sitting in a chair. It's just kind of anywhere that you can grab a couple of seconds or minutes to do these exercises. It's a great opportunity to do them. The next one is a point and flex. Now we think about this all the time. We point our toes. I'm kind of curling my toes down underneath my feet as much as I possibly can, and then I'm flexing and extending my toes up, really trying to reach them up long. Point and flex. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we're getting a little more complicated. We're going to do the reverse of that. Something we don't often think about. We're going to point, and I want you to think about extending those toes and then flex and curl. So point and extend, flex and curl. Extend, 3, point and extend, flex and curl. Point and extend, flex and curl. 5 more here. You may find that your toes cramp up a little bit. That's okay. Take your time, give them a rest, shake them out. This is not the kind of position that we normally think of doing versus that other kind of point and flex, which is pretty common, but it's really helpful. Ooh, and it's a little bit of a brain exercise. One more. Ooh, extend and flex. We're going to do both of those again. So point and flex. I don't have to think about these ones at all, which is why it's really good to do the reverse version so that you are working in a way that your body's not used to. 7, 8, 9, 10. You may feel shins warm up, right? And as they are, you're usually relaxing the calves in that same effort. So same thing as we did before. You're gonna point and extend those toes, try and reach them out long, and then curl and flex. Point, extend, curl, flex. 3, 4. My left does not want to do the same thing as my right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake out your legs a little bit. You can wiggle your feet back and forth. And this next exercise is actually a really great kind of release from what we've just done, because that does require a little bit of brain work. Now we're going to make X's with our toes. So you're moving in this diagonal pattern, which we rarely have an opportunity to do when we're wearing shoes. So you really want to work on ankle strength in both directions, in every different plane of movement that we can. And 10. Again, one foot wants to do this, the other foot is like, I don't get it. So you can also always do them one at a time. You don't have to try and do it all together. Here we go for another 10. X, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. Shake out those feet. So we're going to roll onto our feet and dorsiflex, get into this kind of flexed position with some weight. So if you're doing this on a chair, you would put minor weight on. If you stand, you have a little more weight. If you're going to come into this kind of squatting position like I am right now, you're probably going to put the most weight you can on your toes. So I'm bringing both of my feet closer to my butt. My hands are down on the ground. I'm going to lift my butt up, press forward. So you can only go, you go as much as you feel comfortable, right? But you're really trying to work on flexing these feet. So lift the heel, find this flexed position, right? And then the taller I am, and right on top of my ankles, the more weight I'm putting on my ankles and my toes. So you can kind of work in here. Feel free to use a wall or a chair as a stabilizer if you want. You can even move back and forth in this kind of position. 8, 9, and 10. And if you want, you can just work in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Working into that same kind of ankle mobility that you need for a squat. This is a really helpful and important stretch to do. And come down, shake it out. We're going to do some ankle rolls with weight bearing. So there, again, are lots of different versions of this. And it really depends on how you're feeling today. So if you don't want to have a lot of weight, feel free to do this seated in a chair. And of course, an ankle roll, we see them all the time. We've done them in other workouts with me. I've definitely talked about it. Is this kind of movement, right? This is with no weight bearing. You can do this standing, and then I'm going to do this in this same kind of squatting version, just so that you get a chance to see. So find whatever way is best for you to get up into this kind of squatted duck walk position. And you can have one foot doing this at first, but you see this foot that's underneath me, this one has all of the weight on it. This one has virtually no weight on it. So for me to do an ankle circle here, really easy, doesn't take much work. For me to do this ankle circle, my knee has to move, and that's okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna go the other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Let's go to the other foot. So again, this one, while it is posting, has virtually no weight. This one that has almost all of my body on top of it is the one that's bearing most of my weight. So here, same thing, and it always helps to have a surface to hold on to. The circle that your knee is making, that your ankle is making, can be as big or as small as you are comfortable with. This is really about playing and getting used to this kind of feeling, because it can be intense on the toes as well, because you're putting pressure down onto them. I can see that this circle is not quite as round, it's a little jaggedy. No surprise here, it's my left side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. You can also try to do them at the same time, but it is difficult. Let's see how we go. I'm going to hold on to the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Show you from the side. I'm going the other direction. 2, 3, harder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shins and calves, definitely working here. So our last exercise is probably my favorite, and I do this all the time to help relax and release toes, ankles, calves, the whole lower half really. You're just gonna write the ABCs with your toes. So here we go. We'll go through the whole alphabet in capital letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now for extra credit, we're going to do all of this alphabet again, but in lowercase. Changes the way your foot moves just a little bit. Some people may even try cursive. Whatever works for you, it should be fun. So play with it, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it is making you move in all kinds of different planes. So here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little mobility workout. It's really fun for me to do, and I hope this is helpful if you find that your feet are tired, your ankles are tired from working all day. I'd love to hear more about how you're getting on with my different workouts. So please drop a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this workout. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that like button. Thank you so much.